Ya empezó, güey.
Empezó la muy, güey.
Así lo vamos a enviar ni modo, güey.
Ni puta, güey. Allá, allá. Por aquí estamos algo.
Oye, güey, yo soy el otro camarógrafo, güey.
Volteense, nomás.
Por seguro, güey. Se me había olvidado.
Hey, we need to speak English, guys.
Ah, yes, English.
Yes.
Ah, ¿yo está?
Yes, I start.
Yes,
Who made
Güey, cura, güey, ya iniciaste, güey.
Yes, I speak English.
Güey.
Wait, speak in English, please.
We're speaking English.
I
Hey,
will.
chill.
we-
Lo voy a reiniciar, güey.
No,
¿Dónde está?
we already started.
Okay.
Sí.
Well,
Kid.
this is the first episode of our podcast.
So, teacher, hi, good morning. This is our project of partial 2. So, our topics are digital validation, addiction, and unhealthy eating habits. I'm the host, and I'm going to make the question, teacher. So, guys, what do you think social media likes really affect how people feel about themselves?
Well, when you see social media, people think like validation, you know? They want to see how the people think about them, how they see each other. So, like in real life, everybody cares more about what people think and not about themselves. You know, like in real life, people think like they seek more validation than their own self, you know? I'm waiting for someone else to
What do
say
you
it.
think?
What's the question?
Do you think social media likes really affect how people feel about themselves?
The light or the
Likes.
Bro, yo ahorita palo, Ricardo.
Move on!
Go ahead.
Yes, because the people feel insecure when the publications don't get so many likes. Or they used to compare with the other ones. My god. Video. No, keep it's your turn.
Continue, bro. This is a video.
Continue.
So, do you think social media likes really affect how people feel about themselves?
What do you think?
Yes, King.
Just because I think that for most people, like I think that for humans, they need to have validation of other people. But the problem is that in social media, the validation is from strangers that only see what you post.
Like the best part of your entire life.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
think that it is normal for you to have that life, and maybe they start to compare about.
Yeah,
their
they think
personal
about their life,
things.
but like everyone has
And
a
I-
great life, you know. Like, and people try to seek like, oh, I'm jealous of like, for example, I went to the Disney trip, you know, and I was like taking pictures and everything, and like somebody can think like, bro, I would love to do that, but they can't, and like they will try to think, but like it doesn't matter, you know, at the end.
Yes. Next question.
Wait, I want to speak more.
Okay.
I think that validation is okay, but when it is from people that care about you and not like strangers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
we agree.
we agree with that.
So that is okay.
Next
Why?
question. Why do you think people care so much about getting approval online?
What?
Well,
Why do you think people care so much about getting approval online?
because everyone likes validation. As I already, I mean, sorry for I don't sound mean or aggressive, but it's like the same question you asked us before. Is like, everybody seeks validation. That's a simple answer. Like, how can I explain to you? Like, you always think what other. I mean, sorry. Everybody wants to know what other people think about themselves. I know that you can be like, no, I don't care, but mostly at the end, everyone, at least I've always thought about what do the people saw on them.
Yeah.
Bro, I think you should shout that like Fortnite. Bro.
Is it? What was the question?
So,
Put attention.
why do you
What the
think
fuck?
people care so much about getting approval online?
Because we're humans and we like to feel like
I
be
appreciate it.
seen and yes,
Appreciate it,
appreciated. And when we get like some likes, many likes, you feel like, oh, I am, I'm being seen, and you feel important. And when you don't, you feel like you don't matter to anybody.
Why do you think people care so much about getting approval online?
Come on, Lisa, yes, you can do it.
I think because they are made for you to want to get like a pro.
Come on!
I say my answer that they are made for creating that need of attention.
Remember, we are being seen by someone.
So, the next question is: have you ever feel bad for not getting enough attention on social media?
Nah, not gonna lie. Like I always. I mean, people should always think about like nobody is gonna show appreciation, but when they do, it's gonna stay better. It's like, oh, people care, you know.
Yeah.
So it's always better to think. I mean, it's not like the ideal thought that like it's okay if you had low expectations because everything can be like, oh wow, like surprise, you know.
Jay.
And I have a question for you. Well, nah.
Yo, make it.
No, it's too hot here, you know.
No.
Say it.
Well, nah.
Too hot.
No?
Hey!
But I will say restart.
Restart.
Yes.
What? Why?
Why?
Okay, continue.
So we are going to pass to the next topic, that is unhealthy eating habits. So guys, what do you think people? Why do you think people eat unhealthy food even when they know it is bad?
I mean, first, let's separate the idea. How do you know, like, fuck.
But, right.
Oh my god.
Think and
Okay.
then speak.
Shut. You're a midget. Shut up. Well, sometimes people eat what they can only eat, like, cause for example, Little Caesars, it's great food. I mean, it's not a huge quality, but it's a fast food, but it's cheap, you know. And sometimes we need quantity over quality, you know. So we need to eat like because we're hungry, like we don't know what to do. But there are people like lazy or like they're in hurry that they eat fast food. When I used to work, you know, people always like they get a coffee every morning. So people were like busy, so that's why they prefer because it isn't that expensive. I mean, sometimes yes, but
The most of the time.
yeah, most of the time they're not that expensive, and they are in hurry. You know, they're busy. So that's why some people. And I mean, if I'm honest, not gonna lie, like there's a lot of fast food, like unhealthy food that tastes really good. Like, so like imagine not eating that, like you couldn't believe yourself. You know, for example, imagine this guy without soda, like it's impossible.
What? Well, the people also eat like unhealthy food because the healthy food is sometimes very expensive, like the fruits and the vegetables. Compare it with an apple and with a Coke. The kilos,
Coke?
pound is kilo?
Pounds,
The
yeah.
pound of
Yes.
I mean, kilograms, like.
the kilogram of apple is more expensive than the Coke, and this tastes better, but it's more healthy the apple.
But why should I want to buy an apple? No, a Coke instead of apple, like
You
it's
will
a
say
drink.
like
It is an example of how
It's an example.
the prices can
No, yeah,
Yes,
like get so
hi.
high, so
Yeah.
people buy the
cheapest.
not the cheapest, but the things that are not like too high, like the kilograms of the apple or
But-
something or other fruit,
For example, rice is not that expensive, I think.
Rice.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, no, yeah,
No,
it's
but
not
we're
good.
talking about
Yeah.
fast food.
Yeah, but like if you compare rice that is like a cheap food and is like for me is quality, like I think it's not that an excuse. Like I think there are ways to get like healthy food for cheap prices. but it's not like that tasty, like unhealthy food.
To healthy food tastes better.
Yeah.
Always.
So, the next question is: how do you think social media affects influence? What do you eat? What people eat?
Okay, everyone like now this is common sense like in our times. Everyone has a like mostly older people has a social media, and mostly the platform that you use, there's like a high chance that a video pop up and like show up and it's food. Like TikTok, you'll make an account and it's gonna show you a video of how to bake cookies, for example. And it's like, oh, it smells good, and like, I mean, even though it's not health, like you should want. I mean, you would like to replicate.
Yeah.
And like people like recommend places that they, I mean, diets and everything. So you see how people can get influenced about how they eat because they see someone eating like in a great shape. And then, oh, if I do the same things that these guys do, I'll be the same. But sometimes it's not like that.
What was the question?
Pura
What do you think social media influence what people eat?
It influences a lot. Maybe if you think that it don't do it on you, it do it because like the adolescents when they feel insecure of their body and see like their como su their idol, and their idol is like perfect and they want to be like she or him.
Yeah.
And sometimes generate unhealthy habits, problems like bulimia or anorexia, and it's dangerous.
You?
I think that it can influence in a positive or negative way because it all depends on what you watch, because you're kind of thinking more like the person that you are seeing only because you're like content seeing is more for you is more like normal to eat that way, or you see it like it change your point of view. I think so.
Okay. So I like to like to tell that, for example, you see in social media the meat is bad because this and this and this, and the rice is bad for this for this.
Yeah, and the rest is fake.
All the things that you can eat, it is bad in some way.
Some way, yeah.
So people like are some people that really believe that everything that you eat it is bad. So they start to not eating that they in a healthy way, thinking they are eating in a healthy way.
Actually, that is a like a real problem that many people start do not eating foods, and because they think they are unhealthy, and many times they only affect themselves because some things are necessary for the body. Like the person that only eat vegetables, is like they need other things that meat have. I think like most of them they need iron. And
Iron, you said?
Iron, yeah. And B, I don't remember what. Vitamin B.
Vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin C.
Bro, vitamin D is from the sun.
I know, yeah, but there are people like you that are like white, like they look like they've been observed like for a ghost, like for real.
Bro, shut up.
So next question, and the last one. What are some problems that can come from unhealthy eating habits?
Bulimia and anorexia.
Yeah, but
Obesity is a first one.
eating, well, a lot of eating
They are
disorders.
mental disorders, no?
I mean, yeah, but eating.
Yeah, but yeah, like mental disorders, but to like physical,
Yes.
like obesity can be one.
That one.
That is like really common in Mexico. Like most.
Oh yeah, a
people-
lot of people.
Mexico is there number 2, number 1.
I think
mean-
in kids it is number one.
You know,
Number
yeah,
two,
I mean,
think.
not all high. You can
Oh,
see.
number one?
No, yeah, it's like the first places.
Yeah, it's like in both.
Not wear
But-
volume of.
No, yeah, but the
Like,
difference because, for
Orgullo
example,
Mexicano.
No, like.
people chill. Like for example, traditionally, like culturally, here in Mexico we eat like a lot of like corn, like bread, like tortillas. Like tamales. We people like tamales, but they're not that healthy. For example, and that's why a lot of people they die like 40 because of obesity. Also, I mean, what else? You can observe, for example, kids, like, not gonna lie, like, even some of my classmates are low-key fat.
Like who?
Now I can, we respect.
Like who?
Like who? Say it.
Guys,
Say
come
it.
on.
Nah, guys, we don't want to say bad things because people can change.
Yeah.
So, that's why
Or
we don't
make
need...
that change.
No, because sometimes change takes time, bro, remember. We see
Bro, look
that-
in.
Okay,
Okay.
continue, bro.
So, like, as I was saying, like, you can still observe people. When I was a kid, like, you were like hungry. We would play a lot of games, and we were like, oh yeah, I would like chips because kids like that, like candy, like sugar, chips, and I think fast food became so accessible that overpowers us now, and that's why we have a lot of fat kids in our society.
I think that too is because of the mindset. I will say, I don't know, like, or the way people
Yeah.
think that if they see like a unhealthy kid, that it will be like with obesity. They say,
Oh,
they're
he will-
feeding them.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
He will grow
I
better.
remember like
Yeah.
the video that the teacher showed us that
Oh, yeah,
this
he
kid
has
that was like
big
very
bones. Yeah,
very
fat.
Robusto.
Yeah.
But
Chubby.
the fathers told when he died that he were strong.
Yeah, no.
I think that is part of the mindset of like
Yeah, people
almost every family in Mexico.
And
Yeah, there's a lot of people think that, or the opposite. Like if your kids too light,
Yeah. Like I have seen like kids that they are like shredded,
yeah,
and they say like, oh, they do not give enough food or
Yeah.
something like that, but it's totally normal.
imagine like we want to be shredded, and then you see those kids, or like,
No, I do not know.
I don't know. Why so mean, bruh? Chill.
So I need to give my personal opinion.
If you want.
If you want.
Yeah, I mean nobody's forcing you though, bro. Chill.
Well, I think people nowadays they care so much about what the people think about them. And I
No
think
sales, Héctor.
I think no. I think this is a very bad thing, and we really need to change that in society. And the healthy food habits. I also think that what Huerta said, the mindset is the main point of
Yeah.
Mexico problem.
Te lo dije.
Oh, you Isaiah, sorry. Is the main problem, so we need to really create another mindset about how people needs to eat and how people need to make exercise, so they can maybe don't like be shred. How is it say?
Shredded.
Shredded. I mean, this is skinny.
But be
Yeah.
be a healthy person.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you think we should do to improve the conscience about this issue?
Well,
Where?
I think that
Yeah, Mexico.
teaching like for students since they are little, like how to eat and how to live a healthy life, because like I do not know if you remember in elementary, and like they kind of say you how you have to do, but it wasn't that accurate. Or like in middle school or high school, they never like actually teach you what are basic stuff.
Oh my god.
Chill, bro.
So
I mean,
uh,
yeah, but I think for
Like
when
the final thing.
I think it's correct. but like in every like movement, like takes time, but just God. Sorry. Well, every movement takes time, but like how to say it? I think like saying yes to things it doesn't work. I think if that's possible, like for first 5 years, I think any school should give lunch to their kids, so like a nutritional value. Then, constantly check on the kids like their health, and then if the school like we think you should take this diet and tell to the parents like I mean we can help you with that, we can do like that. And I think that's a great idea to improve our situation on obesity, not only kids but in general like
I
everyone.
think that for me, being like having a healthy life since you were a child have to be like something essential in population, because if a kid grows fat
Yeah, but bro,
hear me
no, yeah,
when he grows he will still be fat,
Yes.
like, and that
like who?
in
Oh my. We need to.
Oh, shut
we need
up,
to
bro.
finish because I don't know how
Bro.
much space I have in my iPad.
You can send us a video for airdrop and send it to the t-shirt, like chill.
Okay, I continue. So
I love you, bro.
But if I don't have enough almacenamiento, the video like
Well, stop. Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
pero
still wrong,
luego
you
lo
know.
grabamos con el iPad, ya.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
So I continue. Hago una señal para saber que en esa parte cortamos.
No.
And I continue. So that person will live a healthy life
Yeah.
for the rest. And the problem is not only in him, is in all the population, because many of the people they will need help in health care, because they will have like problem with the heart and all that stuff. So at the end, it will be more money that ¿cómo se dice impuestos?
Taxes, yeah.
That it will come from taxes. So I will say that maybe a law is needed for making parents with unhealthy kids
Yeah.
and have like something in there.
Like a better life. Yeah, man. I was going to tell you. Sorry, and this is the last thing. When you said like, I mean, in Europe, but there are people that they can't, So that's why I think
What?
the school. Again.
¿Cómo?
You said like, oh yeah, I as yourself as an example, but yeah, because you have a great life, but tell me about a kid that doesn't, like poor kid.
Yeah.
That's why I told you that I think a better idea is that the school and I mean with taxes and all this stuff, the school will be guaranteed to force to give in a nutritional to the kids, and if they can help the parents with that, because you never know if you had money, you had not, like.
Yeah, but I think too that the problem is that we live in Mexico, and
They're the worst places in the world.
no, but like an example of milk of Conazupo,
Oh yeah.
that was like is one example why we do not want
Yeah,
to
I
do
know.
that. Too, because of
Yeah.
that type of programs, like it disappears a lot of money. Like it's a really easy way to disappear money.
Yeah, I mean, good question. Well, we think, we say enough, and we hope that you enjoy this episode. I know we made a lot of
This
funny
movie.
things, so it's time to say
goodbye.
goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye,
Ese
teacher.
go later.